Chris, if you just want to call the order, it's already on.
Just until I get moving.
Is that
It's already
all set? Call the meeting to order, 4 o'clock.
We're good to go?
Please join me for the pledge.
Where's Leo? What'd you do with him?
He's on
He's
vacation.
on vacation.
He's allowed to do that?
He is.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, so Leo is not with us this evening. We do occasionally, well, some of us do occasionally get away. So can't be completely nailed down to this role. Signature folder. It's just the minutes. We'll approve them in a second. Also have, some yield taxes, that we signed, to collect from timber harvests. And one intent to cut, which is kind of a supplemental, but it's an additional timber cut for Green Mountain Road, so. We had questioned, so that's the one that I had questioned, the fact that it was ongoing and why are we getting a yield tax for that? Because there was a pile of logs on the landing.
Right,
It's actually two separate intents. Noah's been involved with the whole thing, so it's in the up and up, and they filed a lot of times what happens is, yeah, if you think that you're gonna harvest a lot more than what you estimated, you do a supplemental intent to cut. They're essentially handling it like two different cuts
okay.
and two different intents, so. They closed down the logging operation, the wood went to the mill, and then they filed another second intent.
Okay.
So the timber that we saw on the landing, when it goes to the market, will, there'll be slips, and then that's how they get the yield tax from that, so.
Okay,
Manifest for June 18th. I make a motion to approve manifest for June 18th, the amount of $51,856.55.
and I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye. I make a motion to approve the manifest dated June 25th, 2026, in the amount of $68,270.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Or none? All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye. And I make a motion to accept the Selectmen meeting minutes of June 9th, 2026.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye,
Aye. In the mail folder, we received a, letter from the town of New Durham Planning Board. It's a public hearing notice for a communications tower. It must be a regional impact is the reason for receiving this.
right,
So that is Tuesday, July 7th at the New Durham Town Office at 7 o'clock. If anybody wants to attend. Selectmen reports.
okay. Don't have too much to report, though I did attend several public, non-public work sessions of different meetings. But I will comment on the planning board, which was Thursday. They are working on the event definition in our ordinance to try to be a little more inclusive. JT was there, he gave explanation on what's needed from the fire department's point of view, what has to happen if you're having an event. A lot of people are not aware of that, and I know I wasn't until he really said everything that you have to have inspected by the fire department if you're having an assembly of an abundance of people. He really explained it well. We also touched on short-term rentals, which is coming up in the future. The planning board will be working on that. We have a site walk for Vertex coming up in July. And that's basically everything the planning board has been working on and continues to work on. I did attend the rehearsal for July 4th last night here because of the rain. you know that we're having the reading of the Declaration of Independence by some people in our community. So they each have a portion, so they were rehearsing how they were gonna speak. If you can make it July 4th, 11 o'clock, please come to at the bandstand. And if it's raining out, it'll be in the Lord's Hill, the meeting room.
Meeting house.
Meeting house. You will hear bells ringing. There will be ringing of the bells in different areas. I think we're working on churches also, maybe ringing some bells prior to the 11 o'clock to kind of make people aware it's going to happen. Please come. There will be some refreshments, some frankfurters and such that the Lord's Hill Association is going to be cooking.
Somewhat.
Frankfurters, hot dogs. Frankfurters. My German, yes. They will be cooking them.
I'm assuming they're not red snappers then.
I would imagine not.
Do you know what a red
But
snapper is?
yes, I do.
Red
I've
hot.
never had one, but I know what they are. So if you can make it, please come. I know there's a lot of other stuff going on. And that's it from me.
First of all, as always, I'm the one that gets to share the negative things right out of the gate. So first of all, I would like to give my condolences to the family of Vincent Griffith of Townhouse Road. Vincent's son, Paul, was a longtime member of the Effingham Fire Department, as was his grandson, Jason, who was a officer on Laconia Fire Department. Vincent was a retired New York City police officer and what I called the last skinny man. So what that means to me is the last man that was well over 6 feet tall and under 160 pounds. My grandfather was in that category, as was Herb Thompson. Now, unfortunately, he passed at the age of 96 over the weekend. So my condolences, our condolences to the family of Griff, as we all knew him. And the second thing, it wasn't announced at the Selectmen's meeting last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. It was at the building committee meeting. I'm sure word's out by now. But Tyler Eldridge is moving on to another agency and is leaving us here in Effingham. Obviously, not obviously, but I shouldn't say that. Jesse will be going with him. That is his partner. It is an extension of him. The dog was trained with him, so it only makes sense that Jesse goes with him. His last day will be this Friday. It goes without saying, we are very sorry to see him leave. We don't fault anybody for bettering themselves. I don't think there's any better than the town of Effingham. So I guess that's kind of a, but good luck to him, and we wish him nothing but the best. We did have some severe weather in the last couple of weeks since our last selectmen's meeting. We've been very fortunate that it's been isolated to a few small areas. The roads held up relatively, well, I'm gonna say extremely well, considering the amount of rain we've had. And obviously myself, the road agent, and some other people, these guys just walked in, included, make their way around to check the roads and check for damage and trees down, and we fared very, very well in these last storms. Knock on wood for once. Obviously, communities next to us didn't do so well, but yeah, so we've had several meetings, obviously with the departure of Tyler, posting for a police chief. We also have started conversations about hiring and posting, which we'll discuss here in a bit, for a zoning officer. Rebecca is retiring this year. We want to get the ball rolling there to get somebody in to basically shadow with Rebecca to kind of get the lay of the land and before she does leave. So yeah, that's kind of all I have for now. So, Caitlin?
All right. The contract for the municipal building roof was updated from the recommendations from the contractor, JB Roofing Systems. It was resent to them. I'm waiting for them to sign, and once that's back, the board will sign. I'm going to start preparing the contract for the summer road maintenance for 27 to 29 for the upcoming year, so that's ready and good to go. scheduled a demo with MTS Finance software for July 16th at 2 p.m. I wanted to do it so clerk's office could be available.
I'm sorry, can you, July
July
16th?
16th at 2 p.m. It's a Thursday.
That,
So
you have it scheduled or you,
it is scheduled.
Okay.
I just got it scheduled today. So, you know, for those who would like to attend, selectmen, treasurer, all of that. I did also receive an email today from a resident on, was there a question?
nope, so that's for financial software, so I would extend the
Yep,
invitation
Yeah.
to Scott as well. If
I'll
you
send,
wanna
it
attend.
to you, Scott. I'll forward you that, yep. I did receive an email today, from a resident on Pine River Road. They were concerned about washouts. I don't know if that's something that may have already been handled. It was in the area of number 43.
Yep, so that's, you got an email?
Yes, it's from, last name Clark. On in the area of 43. They were just
Bless you.
concerned with the new pavement, all of that, you know.
Did you by any chance see that, the only reason why I'm asking
no,
is Mike's been working there, he worked there all weekend long.
So what it was is this email originally came to the town of Effingham, the one that's not fully monitored anymore. So it came in over, you know, I saw it today. JT is gonna put an automatic reply so people are aware. Okay, or
That's,
people are going to be aware and to reach out to my email directly, for any, you know, any issues, so we don't have this type of delay. But when it was sent, I don't know if it's already been resolved. But I just wanted to share that because with all the recent rain, especially Thursday, and you know, the rain hasn't really stopped until today, so.
yeah,
Yeah, I just wanna put that on the radar there.
so before we move on,
Of course.
cause while it's fresh, that email thing, so that's obviously not the first time that's happened, so. Is there a way to forward that, or is there a way to take that one down, or, what is the best, just forward it, would probably be. So if it went to that one and automatically goes to Caitlin, can we set that up so that,
That works.
instead of putting something on there that
Does someone have to?
tells
redo?
somebody to go to your email?
Yep.
If we could just forward that,
Perfect, that works better.
okay, sorry. continue.
No, you're good. The other email I get that I'm getting on the board's radar, so we can start kind of planning, getting together with town of Ossipee, as you are aware, the Parks and Rec negotiation, Matt Sawyer had reached out to me and said, you know, to get this on the radar, budget season's coming up. So, try to plan a time with, getting with Ossipee Rec Department, whoever it may be, so we can start planning that. I don't know if we wanted to, I feel like maybe sooner rather than later is better, in case continuous conversations go on. Is there any time frame in mind that would be better?
No. Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor and go shut our office door, please? I see people in the hallway, so,
Oh.
no offense to those people in the hallway, but. Thank you.
Alright. So do you want me to go ahead, reach out to Matt and try to,
Yeah, so obviously through negotiations, my assumption would be that at least the majority of their board members are gonna wanna sit in on it, so. Yeah, reach out to Matt, I'm guessing they're probably gonna wanna do it in the afternoon.
perfect.
Unless they think it'll be fast and I can just walk across the parking lot during lunch.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect, okay. And, only cause I just heard you a moment ago about the zoning officer position, the job description, I have that, so tomorrow's getting ready to post that to the respective places, so we have it. That's all.
Okay, that's it. Business. So in the business folder is a quote from the same company that did the clover leaf windows for storm windows. This would be 100% L-chip grant funded work. Fixed 2 Ford fixed D42 panel. If anybody's a glass expert, this may mean something to you, it means unfortunately nothing to me. Glazed 1/8 of an inch, extra life, polycarbonate, custom quatrefoil shape, clover leaf, silicone tape, standard color, white, colonial, white, beige, bronze, or black. And it is the storm windows that go over and protect the investment that we've already made of the clover leaf windows. And it is Allied Windows Incorporated in Northwood, Restoration, again, the same ones that did the last windows, and the total price is $3,229. So I make a motion to, approve the expenditure and the quote.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Other business, we did receive a outdoor event application. This is for 1732 Province Lake Road. It is for the Province Lake Association breakfast. The association has a meeting every year with all of their members to discuss the conditions of the lake and erosion and milfoil mitigations and things like that. Any monies will be going towards that, that purpose. The Board of Selectmen usually has a representative. Last year Leo went, the year before that both Leo and I went. I believe the year before that both Leo and I went as well. This is normally held at the edge of lake,
Edge
Lake Farm, but they are under construction, so it's going to be at the Nutter, proposed to be at the Nutter Farm. So I make a motion to approve this outdoor event application for this purpose.
I second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Line on it for signature from us.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe when we modify that.
Yeah, it'll have a
that's the goal.
signature.
Yep.
Yes.
A couple of announcements. Transfer station will be closed Saturday, July 4th for Independence Day. And the town clerk tax collector's office will be closed the 3rd. They are open the first Friday of every month, and because of the holiday, they will be closed that day. And on the public comments, is there any public comment?
Question?
Sir, Scott Hillsman.
Sorry, Scott Hillsman, Green Mountain Road. What was the total for the windows again, please? I missed that.
$3,229.
I've just got it commit to memory. Cool, that's coming out of the Yelp chip?
It is.
Okay, thank you. And
And,
4th of July celebration,
the 4th of July is
or? No,
gonna be,
I got the date, so.
yeah, it's up
Aren't
at
those
the,
muskets?
I don't believe so,
Okay,
though
that's
someone
fine.
mentioned cannons, but nothing is gonna be fired off.
Okay,
Why is that?
just asking for.
Because they said no. Caleb has a cannon and, Mike contested, well, maybe I'll fly my cannon here, but he's not. No, the cannons aren't gonna be fired,
Why not?
just there for decoration.
clarity. With Waddingham?
People do realize that it's not a live cannonball, right?
I don't know what people realize.
Presumably.
I don't know what
Not
people
allowed.
realize. But it should be a fun day. They were rehearsing and it's gonna be nice.
Cool, thank you.
We forget what that Declaration of Independence says. Very interesting.
I have it memorized. I was born on the 4th of July, I kinda felt like it was my duty to memorize it.
Well, then you should be one of the people saying.
I am not gonna be around, that's why I'm
Oh,
not gonna be
that's
there, I was
right.
invited, remember?
That's right, I forgot. All right,
One thing I've learned having my birthday on the 4th of July is get as far away from, as celebrations as I can on my birthday, so. Especially after all those years working on an ambulance and the fire trucks and stuff, kinda can't get away from it, so. No other public comment? You guys just here to see what's going on?
all right.
Didn't know if there was gonna be any more tree trimming and stuff like that, that's all.
There's gotta be, just, we need to have a work session, and discuss that. We actually did discuss it a little bit.
Yes.
At one of our work sessions a couple weeks ago, that it would be nice to continue doing the opposite side from what the tree company does. I do know that we're scheduling some ditch work, which was, something that we've desperately been needing to do for the last couple of years. To protect the edge of the pavement of some of these new paving projects we've done before they break away. That is being scheduled. I do know that the rain obviously puts a damper on that sort of thing. It's kinda hard to pull material in. And just so everybody knows, when you start to do that, then they're not crazy. If you've seen the state do it, you've seen other municipalities do it, they take the grader and they kinda set out in the edge of the woods. And they pull the material up onto the roadway and put it into a windrow and it gets picked up and hauled off. Those low areas, they do get filled in the process and it gets rolled and compacted. And it reshapes the shoulders so they slope away from the pavement, protects the edge of the pavement. They were doing it, they did a lot on a lot of the dirt roads this summer as well. But we wanna continue, and do it on the pavement. They will be starting on Townhouse Road and doing the worst areas is what we're gonna try to focus on. Areas where they're higher, obviously, there's a lot of areas, over the years, winter material gets plowed off the road. And it builds up, and leaves and debris and duff from trees. So that's probably more detrimental, or just as detrimental as having the edge of the pavement exposed, is having it build up, cause the water can't shed off the road, and then that's how you get potholes too, so, they're gonna be doing the worst areas first, on Townhouse Road, continuing out Green Mountain Road, and then moving on from there, so. But we will be hopefully scheduling, I would like to, in that work session, we'll also be discussing, getting the bridges cleaned off, those 2 bridges. The sweeper can't get underneath the guardrails or as close to the guardrails. So I didn't know, since I brought it up, we'll discuss it right now, I didn't know if that, blade that you created for your excavator for, leveling off the hot top when you did the municipal parking lot at the library and the fire station, if that could be utilized to kind of get underneath those guardrails.
Yes, you can.
So, if we could, I don't. We'll be talking about that,
Yeah.
and if you just give us an idea of some numbers of what that would cost. Huntress Bridge and Pine River Bridge,
Yep.
please. And we'll go from there.
Pine River Bridge or Elm Street?
Elm Street, that's Pine River, sorry. It's Pine River, it's Elm Street Bridge. Sorry, my bad. Ask me what?
At the end of, this one. The bridge that comes out on 25 here,
Huntress Bridge,
Hunter's Bridge.
yeah,
Yeah.
Are we gonna do anything about the header on one end?
yes,
Gonna do an inspection and all that stuff?
yep,
I was supposed to remind you, so I'm trying to remind you again, cause
Yep.
we're
No,
now
I'm-
almost to July 4th.
yep, It
It was
it's,
in the spring when I mentioned it, so I
Yep.
just figured it's time.
yeah, and we did talk about it, and yeah, so, waiting for that conversation with the state.
Yeah, you said, yeah, with Mike.
Yep,
Yep.
so to get a, the repair list,
Yeah.
you know, what needs to be amended. We are working on doing some guardrail work, with the, I just had it. Angle iron is damaged, getting that fixed, as well as the guardrail, post on the box culvert down here on School Street. So, yeah, work in progress, but there's a lot of irons in the fire right now, a lot of irons in the fire. So,
It's just,
we had some latecomers, I don't know if everybody heard that the police chief is all done this Friday, so, obviously that was a big surprise, a big shock to all of us, so we're kinda still in shock mode, and we know that work still has to be done, but we have a, officer that's gonna be going to the academy in about 6 weeks roughly, so we've got some shoes to fill to, be in charge of that process, so. Caitlin,
Just real fast, while we're talking about bridges, Granite Road, do you have any update on that with pictures or the signage?
no, so I gotta put signs out there,
Okay,
so,
I just wanted to ask, cause we're talking about it, made me think of
Yeah.
it, so,
yeah,
thank you.
is that the one by Drury's?
correct.
There's a lot of, extra sand on that bridge that's accumulated over the years. The guardrail now,
Space under the guardrail
yeah,
as opposed to.
it's getting heavier. I didn't know if anybody realized that. There's not much for turnaround on the far end far as Butler. Now, that's so high that you can, I hit the telephone wire,
You
that's
hit the
heavy.
wire with him.
I can't turn around there now. Cause there's so much fill.
Wow.
Take a look at that and see what we can, so we had to, so the state kind of gave us a slap on the hand because the boulders had been situated, separated a little bit by some local residents, whatever, so they could still get across it with side by sides and, smaller vehicles or whatever, so we had to put them back and we have to update the signage and take pictures and get it sent off to the state, so that's on me to do that part. We do have the signage, I just have to.
Did you ever find the, town line demarcation point?
Which one are you talking about on, Hawkins Pond Road? Yeah, so at some point in time, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The Hutchins Pond Road?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have not scheduled, we're not scheduled to meet with, so you have to meet with all the abutting towns, so it'd be Effingham with Ossipee, Effingham with Wakefield, Effingham with Freedom. Technically Effingham with Parsonsfield, I don't know what the state of Maine's, regulations are, but we are supposed to do line lineation, every so often, so at that time, we'll be able to, identify exactly where the town lines are on all these crossroads, and we have some signs in the shed, then at that time, we can post them, and then we'll all know we'll all be on the same page, so,
Thank you.
thank you. While I'm thinking of it, cause I forget stuff, I think that's well versed, but I forget stuff. The navigation apps. We have to try to find a way to find out exactly how many there are and make sure that we are reaching out to all of them. Had a communication with the sergeant on Sunday, sorry. And today's Tuesday. At 11 o'clock, there was still a pretty good influx of traffic, with mixed plates on Green Mountain Road, Pine River Road, Elm Street. And only one of these navigation companies out of however many exist, have been notified, so we need to find out how many there are and reach out to them and send them a copy of our ordinance. So. I did get a couple emails, I am aware, I was out driving, Brian was, the sergeant was out stopping vehicles, he was making, contact, on Sunday. I will say that, I was doing something right on Green Mountain Road, so I was there quite a bit and involved the plumbing thing. If anybody's ever done plumbing in their house, that means multiple trips to the hardware store. So mine was no different, so I was on Green Mountain, back and forth on Green Mountain Road, Elm Street quite a bit. And there were at times so many cars, it was impossible for them to drive in the excess of the speed limit. There were some isolated pockets, apparently, where some people were observed, in the excess of the 35-mile-an-hour posted speed limit, but Brian was out there, he was making contact. I saw him on, at least 3 motor vehicle stops, so, and I shouldn't say Brian, the sergeant, I apologize. So. Any other public comment? Let's see. There are none. I make a motion to go into non-public session pursuant to RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2, little a.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Siemens, aye.
This is back.
Adios.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
We will not be conducting any other business until 6 o'clock at the building committee meeting, after the non.